Okay, guys, so we're going to continue from where we stopped in the last video. So we have been trying to connect our domain to the Blogger hosting platform, but unfortunately, our DNS has not fully propagated. It was not fully propagated at that time. So we're just going to try it again once more. So this is the front page of the site, fashpalhq.blogspot.com. So what we're trying to achieve now is to connect the domain and make it load up as fashpal.com. So this is a banner. This is an ad banner. There's a place to add it from the back end where I talked about layout. So this is it. Top ad space. This is where you can find. This is the banner for this banner ad here. So we're also going to use it for Google AdSense once we approve for Google AdSense. In the meantime, we can allow it there or remove it. So, but at this point in time, I think we should. What do we do? Remove it or leave it there? Or we could just comment it. I just want to comment it so that if I want to use it in the future, I'll still be able to use it. So now I have commented it. So we refresh this page, it will be gone. It will no more be there. So I could do the same thing for this one, or I can let it there. So now after we've connected the domain, the next thing we're going to do will be to create pages. There are key important pages that you must have on your site before you apply for Google AdSense. Google requires those pages to be there. The contact us page, the about us page, the terms and condition page, the privacy policy page, the disclaimer page, some important pages like that. So before we come back to the pages, this is it, pages, where pages are created. Before we come here to create the pages, let's try and connect the domain again and see if the DNS has fully propagated. So custom domain www.fashpal.com. Okay, so still the same thing. It's not yet propagated. So we leave it and proceed to doing the page creation. So we come to pages and we click new page. So we're going to call this out. So here we say Fashpal, as the name implies, is a fashion blog for the fashion minded all around the world. So it's good to make your text provide some tangible information here about it. But since we're doing a tutorial, I'm not going to do more. I'm just going to do so. I'm going to publish this page. Publish. So that's the about. I'm going to create another page. So this one is going to be contact. Contact. You can contact us anytime through official email hash hq at gmail.com, and we will revert back in no time. So there's also a plugin that can help us, the system that we can help to embed a contact us form here, but that's out of the scope of this video. So that when people want to contact you, they can just fill the form, their name, their address, and hit send. It will automatically send the email to this, to automatically send the message to this email address. So we're going to do that now. So I hit the publish here. So now the second page is created. We're going to proceed to create the third page. So this is the terms of service. So now the terms of service, and there's some platform that can generate terms of service for you. So you just Google terms of service generator or terms and conditions generator, something like this. You see there are different sites showing up here. So you can choose any one. So we select this, it's for a website, we click next. So we put the website URL, which is going to be fashpal.com. So I'm going to put that here. I'm going to remove all this. Okay. So the name of the site here is going to be Fashpal, which you already know. Then say business or individual, just put individual, country. You can put Nigeria, then next. No, no, no. Just select no because if you're saying yes, they want you to pay for it. No, no, all the way through. How can users contact you for question regarding say by email? So you put that email. Fash HQ at gmail.com. Here, by visiting the contact page, you put this URL to fashpal.com/contact. Okay, and next. So click generate. They want an email. So you can just put the email here, fashpal HQ at gmail.com. Then you click generate. So now this is the terms and condition. You can either copy the HTML or whatever. So I'm going to proceed to copy this. Then I come back here to this page. So now it's HTML. So I don't, if I paste it here to know, so I need to switch to the HTML code format so that I paste the HTML version of the code, right? So that way we could have the HTML, the other part echoed. So there's a place to switch. I'm looking for that place. Okay, HTML view, exactly. So Control A and I paste that. Then I switch back to compose view. So you see, this is the terms of service. So we click publish. So now that we've created the terms and condition page, the next page we're going to create is the privacy page. So we'll create a new page and we're going to call this privacy policy. Okay. So just as we have a generator for terms and condition, there's also a privacy policy, and these guys might also have it. So this is it. So we click here, we say this for a website, we click the next step, the website, the same thing, which was fashpal.com. Okay, then the name of the website is Fash, an individual, Nigeria. Next step, then which kind of personal do you collect from users? Email, first name and last name. You can even skip all this because basically you don't collect, but you can just put this two, then click next. How can users contact you for any? So you said email, they'll ask for the email, we should put fashpal hq at gmail.com. Then these two, visiting the page, so which is fashpal.com/contact. Then you click next. Then click no, click next. Then you put the email fashpalhq at gmail.com. So you click generate. So the same thing, we have a privacy policy. You copy this and you come back to the page and you switch to HTML view and you paste. And you switch back to the compose view and then you publish, confirm. Okay, so we've created that page and we have three of the pages. So you can easily make sure that this page, the pages are available on the front page of your site. If you want to, if you don't want to, it's not compulsory. So, but it's important that the pages show up on the site so that it can be accessible, easily accessible. Okay. So places that they will show probably could be at the footer here. So you have this. So if we could edit this place, we could add those pages, those important pages, the about us, contact us, or even somewhere here. So it's to look for a place to get those pages in here. You can also put it here at this the menu here, but not all of them. Probably just the about and contact us. Then the terms and condition and the privacy policy should find its way down at the bottom. And I showed you how to do this. It's pretty simple. So let's go back to where we have this. So we come to layout. Then we come to the menu. This is the menu. We edit. Now we add a new item. Now this one will be called about. So and the URL which you know already is going to be this. slash about. Okay, so save that. Then we add another one. This is contact. So the URL here slash contact. And we save this too. Now we save the overall menu. Then we proceed to check it out. So you see, we have the about and we have the contact. So if we click the about, for instance, it will take us to the about page we created. Oh, it's saying 404. 404 error. That means it can that URL is not correct. Contact us. Okay. So let's go check out what's wrong. Let's check the URL of the pages we created. So what does okay .html. Okay. So that's the link. We can just copy the link from here. About copy link address. But all this we're just doing it temporary because when we go back to when we connect the domain, that's going to change, right? It's not going to be like that anymore. So we go back to the layout. Then, okay, the internet is disconnected. So let me connect the internet again. Just hang on. So then we go to menu. We edit the menu item. Then we change this about. Let's do with this. Then we save. Then the same thing for contact. Replace it with this. So this is going to be contact. And we save. Then we save the overall. Then proceed. So we come back here and refresh the contact page. Okay, go to the home page and then click about. So you see the about page is here. Then we're going to disable comments. We don't want people commenting on our about page. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Then we click on the contact page. So here we go, the contact page. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's go back to page. This is the about page, right? Click on the about page. Now, option, under option, you say do not allow comment, update, and hide existing. The same thing on our contact page, do not allow comment. The same thing on the terms of service, do not allow comment. So moving forward, any new page you create you need to tell it not to allow comments. Comments can go on posts, articles, but not on pages. So now, if we go back here and refresh our page, this comment section should be gone because we okay. So that is that. We come to okay, that's contact. We're on contact already. So the same thing with about. Yeah. So about is doing it well. This is how it should be. It's not supposed to even say anything. Probably I didn't choose the right option for contact. It's supposed to just be like this without any comment or whatever. But contact is saying no comment, newcomer not allowed. So probably I didn't do the settings well. So let me go back again to contact. What did I choose? Do not allow show. Okay, it says show existing. Do not allow hide. This is what I'm supposed to choose. So do not allow then hide existing comments. So that way, it's not even going to give you the message of comment. It's just nothing will just be there. Do not allow and hide. So that's basically. So now if you refresh this, it will just take away everything. So there will be nothing like comments. It's a page. We don't need comments on them. So let's go back to the home page. Okay, so our website, our blog is taking up shape and we're still waiting for the propagation for the DNS. Sometimes it takes, Google says it can take up to 24 hours to propagate. So we just keep trying. And then we need to try to add the other important pages, the terms and condition on the footer. So to achieve that, we need to go here back to where we're doing our work, then go to the layout. Then in the layout, we go to the footer. This is where we have the social icons, right? And this is where we had the footer widget that was there before. So these ones are comment system and the main blog post content. We've not done anything on this side yet. Then let's check this guy out again. This is the home page. So we would want that stuff to be where this write-up is. It will be important there or here. So let's go back. These are the social icon. Let's edit and see if we can find a better place to add that. Okay, there's a place to add an item here. So let's try something. So we say add. So we call this terms of service. And we need to use this page oh as an example, but that will need a lot of editing. So if we can just get it from here, it will be better. So let me open the page tab, the page section on a new tab so that I can copy the terms of service URL. This is it. Copy link address, then come back and edit this. So add new item. So I'm going to call this terms of service. Then I'm going to insert this URL here when I save. So before I add more, let me see how this looks like. So Instagram is the first. So I want to take it to the other side. So I'll click this arrow to take it upward. So then save. So I want to see how this looks like before we actually, add the others. I want to see if that place is okay. So we refresh this. If it looks good here, we'll leave it. If it doesn't, we'll look for another location. Okay, it's not showing up. Can't find it here. So which means there's a little problem. Let me go back here again and save. Probably because I didn't save. Okay, so we come back here. Refresh. Okay, it's still not working. So the problem is not from the saving. Not from the saving. Okay, so I think it's about time we locate this guy created by. I know they've decoded, decrypted, they encrypted this section because they're trying as much as possible not to allow users to remove that section. So We're going to try to locate where that is since this other one is not working. Okay. So for us to achieve this, I think we need to go, but first let me remove this guy. Since it's not working, let me remove this guy, then save. So we're going to go to the theme and we click this arrow and say edit HTML. So now normally we're just supposed to search for created by, but we realized that that wasn't shown in the last time. So let's try blogger template for instance. Control F, blogger template, still not there. So I'm going to try footer. Okay, still no footer. So I see something here that says footer wrapper. These are those three widgets that were there that we removed. So after there, I should have the other one. So this is the social section at the footer social. If you can see it here, footer social. So then this is what you have. Okay, so this is what we've been looking for. Footer copyright. So this is it. Oh, I don't know why the Control F could not find this. It's right here, created by. Why didn't it? Okay, I think there was a space before the created. Maybe that's why. Exactly. So there's a space behind it before the stuff. Okay, so now this will be a very better place to add our links. So I come here, free blogger template created by, and this. Okay, so I am not interested in touching their whatever, their credit and all that. So it can be there. I just need to add a couple of links there. So I want my links to come first before theirs. Okay. So I'm gonna come back here now. Div class copyright created by. So all I'm just gonna do is to copy this and paste here. So here is going to be the page URL. So the first one I'm going to put here is terms of service. So I'm going to put the terms of service here. Then all these elements they put is not necessary. They are using those things to make sure that we don't remove their link. So, but if I want to remove them, I'll remove it, but it's not necessary. So terms of service. Okay. Now I'll also use this. I'll also replicate this to get the second page, which is going to be privacy policy. Okay, so let's just save that and then check our work. So you see, we have the terms of service here and we have the privacy policy. Okay. So now we need to create a demarcation between the both of them. So I usually use this to do that. Okay. So created by whatever, whatever, and all that. So could save this and check it out again. So you see, it's more presentable now. Terms of service, privacy policy, created by whatever, whatever. So if I click here to take me to the terms of service page, so you see, if I click here, it takes me to the privacy policy page. Okay, so we have completed that particular task. So let's go back to the home page. Now, the next thing we want to do is to populate our site with content so that we can apply for Google AdSense. So while we're doing that, let's go back to our back end here and check up on the Google guys once again if the propagation is completed. So I like doing this because I want this thing to come up quick so that I could proceed with other stuff. I click on save again, still the same story. We have not been able to verify your authority to this domain. On your domain registrar's website, locate your domain name system DNS settings and enter the following. We did that already. So, and if you click the support link here, you'll see what they talk about. They will even tell you that it could take a while for the propagation to, take place. See, these are all in the top left, select block settings, custom domain, buy a domain at the top search. Next to domain, you want to click buy. So if you click this one, connect to your non-Google domain from Blogger. So you see, important, it may take up to 24 hours for your blogspot.com address to redirect you to your custom domain. Then there's a place they said it might take up to an hour or so for the propagation to take effect. So that is the only thing that is keeping us, the propagation. Okay, so let's go back here and we could even check our DNS. We could check the DNS of the domain and be sure that we did the right stuff. Okay, so when the session has expired, I'm going to log in again. So this is the www with ghs.google and this is the other one with this. So we actually had them right. Is there any other thing again? So there's nothing. I think we did everything right here. Okay, so let's click on DNS management again. So now the next phase, like I said earlier, is to generate content, right? While waiting for the Google propagation. to take place. So to do that, I think there was something that TTL. I think if the TTL here is reduced, it will make the propagation to happen fast. So let's Google CNAME TTL. Time to life is a field on DNS record that controls how long each record is valid and as a result, how long it takes for record updates to reach your end users. You see? So I think doing I've done something like this before where I had to reduce the TTL to something lower to get it. So 14,000. By default, all proxy records have a TTL of auto, which is set to 300 seconds. Things only happen so one day. For DNS only record, you can choose a TTL between 30 seconds enterprise or 60 seconds non-enterprise and one day. So I'm looking for a way to reduce the TTL. That could also help the propagation to take place. So I could say lowest CNAME record TTL. Okay. TTL best practice, the long and short of it. Okay. TTL tells resolving name servers how long the information should be cached by cache. Okay. Resolving name servers are like the middlemen. Okay. I'm looking for. Okay. I have a longer test since they are really changed for this. You want to set TTL of 12 hours to one day. Man, you will need a lower TTL and wait until cache expires all around a day before making any changes. Okay, so with that being said, let's just allow it and give it some time. Okay, so let's proceed to content. Proceed to content while we allow the stuff to propagate. So we are going to click on post now. For the sake of this tutorial and all that, you might not necessarily need to be writing articles from scratch to use for this because all you're just trying to achieve is to apply for AdSense and get the account, your digital asset, and sell, right? If you want to proceed to write content, you can still go ahead to do that, but there's a way to get content without writing. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So this is a fashion blog. So basically, what you want to do here is to search for fashion brands, for instance. Then when you do that, there's a content here that said most valuable fashion brands, for instance. You now have most popular fashion and clothing brands in the UK. You have here five sustainable Nigerian fashion brands, and so on and so forth. So this is the content you have. So said most valuable fashion brands. So all you just have to do is to copy this content, then proceed to a software called Quillbot. Quillbot is an AI that helps in paraphrasing content. So paraphrasing in the sense that it changes words in your content and rewrite it and make it look as though it's a different content from the original content. It makes it unique. So after the paraphrasing is done using Quillbot, if you check content on a paraphrasing tool or a plagiarism tool, for instance, it will detect it as a plagiarism free content. So that's just all you need to do. You copy the content, you can change the title to something similar, like this one that says fashion brands. This one that talks about top fashion brands. You can add up something to it, then use the Quillbot to paraphrase the content. Okay. So this one says most valuable fashion brands. So once you finish paraphrasing it, you copy it and publish it on your blog, right? So this is Quillbot. You just paste the text here. So once you do that, Quillbot will paraphrase the content and give you a different variation of the same content. But for the free version, you have limits of 125 words per content that you're doing. So you can do it per content. Though I use a premium Quillbot that gives me access to do unlimited. Okay. And I click paraphrase. I've not logged into my Quillbot account. So it's going to change this content. So it's paraphrasing, as you can see. So now it's done. So this said most valuable fashion brands, but this one said highest value fashion labels. The fashion the Fashion United Index of most recognized fashion brands gathers the largest fashion brands in the world by so the most recognizable fashion brands worldwide are compiled in this Fashion United Index of most recognized. So you see a different version. So when you copy this, you have a different content entirely, but still spooled out from the original one. So once you do that, you bring it back to your blog section here and create a new post and publish, right? So this part is what I'm going to change. So I'm going to copy this, I'm going to bring it here, and I'll replace it with this one. Okay, I'm going to put it in a notepad to clear all formatting first. Okay, before now take it down here. So this the format title. So the new title that was given by everybody is highest valued fashion labels. Highest valued fashion labels. So you come back here and use that as your title. So you can say 100 top best highest value fashion labels in 2023. I mean, at the 100. Perfect. So you can also add a summary, even though they didn't have a summary. In summary, you now know the best high value fashion brands around the world. Something, something, something like that. Then ensure your content are at least 1,000 words and fix any typo or stuff like this. Okay. Then always try to break down your content. Then once you do that, you can look for a picture or a Pixabay. So I could say something like Nike. Then I could use this copy image address. So here I click insert from a block URL, then paste that URL. Select, remember settings, X large, update. So label, so this could be fashion, fashion brands. So you click publish. So now you have that. So let's go to the home page and take a look at the content. So this is the content, 100 top base high base value fashion labels. Now I think there's a little problem on our homepage rendering content. It renders just one, whereas we have three articles, and I'm seeing some issues here, but that's not a problem. Could always fix that. So, but the main thing is this. You see, this is the content. So you see, so that's just how you do to get content. Once you're done with that, you have quite sizable number of content, maybe 15 or 30. That can be done in a day because you're just copying, paraphrasing, publish. Once you're done with that and your domain is connected properly and all the pages are created, all you just need to do at that point is to apply for Google AdSense. And there is an easy way to achieve that. There's an easy way to achieve that from your dashboard, from your Google Blogger dashboard. So what you just do is to go there and click on the earnings. Okay. Then there will be a procedure for you to follow to apply for Google AdSense with this site on this Gmail, the Gmail you have here and all that. And then it will take a couple of days for Google to review. Once they approve it, automatically you have an asset worth 75,000 naira or more from the initial 5,600 naira you did. So if you're having any challenge doing all these things, following through all this process and all that, you can always, contact us on 360, 360.com.ng, or you send us a mail on info at 360, or call our numbers. We're going to support you as long as you're one of us. Okay. Then, if you want us to help you, do the setup and all that, you can also contact us. And there's also a page to achieve that, which is 360.com.ng forward slash create blog, create dash blog. So that URL will help you fill the necessary form and all that, and we're going to set up the blog for you. And all you just need to do is to buy your domain, set that up, and apply. Once your domain is your website is approved, you have your assets. You can decide to sell your asset right away for 75,000 naira, or move on to the next step to get verification, request for PIN. And once you get the PIN, that site is going to worth more than 75. It's going to worth around 200,000, 250, and thereabout. And you can do as much as you want. After the first one, you can go for the second one. You can even start three, five, and keep building your digital asset. So that will be all for now. Once the propagation is done and I'm able to get that up and running, I'll also do a video to show you that part. So that will be all for now. Bye.